Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video you are going to see 5 different looks with this beautiful Hindash palette right here. At the end of the video I will tell you my final review on the palette, and besides doing the 5 looks that you're about to see, I also did use it on my face for bronzer, contour and blush, so definitely stay tuned for that if you think you might be interested in using your palette that way. I feel like I was pretty pleasantly surprised at the result. Anyways, we have a lot to get into, 5 whole looks to go, so let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, let's begin the first look, and I have prepped my eyelids with some Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. To begin the first look, I'm going to use the color Forever on the inner half of the crease of my eye right here. I'm using a Refer number 14 brush, which is a nice, super thin, fluffy brush. And I'm going on the innermost corner of that blue shade to get the lightest, most pastel shade possible. Alrighty, so we have that color nice and blended on the inner half of my crease. And next, with my Refer number 1, I grabbed the darkest part of the color Dote, and I'm going to put it on the outer corner of the eye right here, just tapping it in place. I went back for a little more and I'm packing it right back here. Just tapping the shade where I want it. And now with the lightest part of the color Earthy, I'm going to diffuse that top edge. Just blending back and forth with the tip of my Refer number 1 brush. With my clean number 15 brush, I'm going to diffuse things further underneath the brow by just swiping the clean brush through the edges. And I'm also going to do it right here on this outer corner so that the darker and lighter purple mix well. With a Q-tip and a little bit of makeup remover, I'm going to clean this edge up here. Let me dry it with the other end. And I have a little bit of concealer on the tip of this brush, and I'm just going to clean that edge a little further. Okay, tapping the concealer in place. And I'm using the lightest part of the color Alter on my Refer number 2 brush. And I'm going to set that concealer with this beige colored eyeshadow. Okay, so this is what we have so far, and I feel like the only harsh part that remains is between the purple and the beige shade right here. So I'm going to grab the color Heavy, which is a pink pastelish shade, and I'm going to tap it in the center of those two. Back and forth with the tip of my Refer number 1. This is the top of the first look. I'm going to do some face makeup and I'll be right back and we will finish this up. I'm back. I'm pretty happy about the way that this is looking, so let's keep going. I want to bring the blue color down, but I'm not going to use the blue eyeshadow on the under eye, so I'm going to use this NYX Epic Wear eyeliner, and that is going to add some blue to the waterline of the eye. Little waterline blue peekaboo moment right there. I'm going to use the darkest little part of the color Dote, which is the purple, and with a Refer number 26 I'm going to blend it on the outer corner of the under eye area, slowly dragging it in a little bit and making sure that it connects right here at the end. And then a little bit of Earthy on my Refer number 14 brush to diffuse everything right on my under eye area. For my inner corner, I'm just going to use a face highlighter. This is Lacosta from Alamar Cosmetics. Just right here and blending it in a bit. Okay, so this is the first look before any mascara or lashes. Let me be right back to show you the final results. Okay, I'm back with just mascara on, and this is what the first look is like with just mascara. I'm trying a new mascara today. It's from Esam. It's called The Mascara. I will have it linked down below. It is brand new and I'm actually really liking it. So it's not giving me like the most volume, but it is giving me tons of length and tons of separation, which I absolutely love when my lashes look super separated. So far I am really liking it. I do still want to show you what this looks like with some lashes, so let me be right back. Okay, I'm back with some lashes on. These are Ardell Eco Lashes in the style 451, and This right here is the final look number 1. Absolutely loving the blue with the purple and the pink and the lashes and the blue waterline, all of it. I think this is the best look I've done with this palette so far, and I have done 3 looks already in my review videos, so I recommend you watch those 2 if you haven't. Let's go ahead and move on to look number 2. For the second look, I'm thinking a nice sultry brown smoky eye. So I'm going to start with the color Alter and a reference number 15 brush, and I'm going to use that color mixed with a little bit of Eagle as my transition shade, just back and forth. I'm doing some windshield wiper motions on the crease of my eye. Alter Eagle mixed together now just to start deepening things up a little more. And this I think is one of the easiest looks you'll be able to do with this palette. Okay, I'm moving towards Eagle, so a little bit of Eagle kind of on its own now. And I'm still kind of doing the same thing, except every time I blend a little bit lower, and I always start on the outer corner of the eye. A bit more Eagle and windshield wiper motions. Okay, I'm switching to a reference number 1 and the color Made right underneath. And I am starting on the outer corner of the eye and blending it towards the crease ever so slightly. A little bit more Made on my reference number 1, and I'm putting it all over the eyelid area. So I'm focusing it first close to my lashes, and then from there I'm blending it upwards. Back with my reference number 15, just blending any edges. And just repeat until you're happy with the level of depth and until you are sure that there aren't any harsh edges. Just using these 2 brushes and these 2 shades. Super nice and simple, earthy, smoky eye. Let me do some face makeup and I'll be back to finish this up. I'm back with my makeup on, and let's go ahead and finish up look number 2. With a reference number 26 and the color Made, I'm going to darken up the under eye area, starting on the outer corner, bringing it in and making sure it meets right here at the end. And then with a mixture of Alter and Eagle, I'm going to diffuse that edge. For my inner corner, once again, I'm going to use my highlighter and I'm going to bring it in ever so slightly with the reference number 1 brush. Charlotte Tilbury's brown eyeliner in my waterline. Okay, so this right here is the second look before mascara or lashes. Let me be right back to show you the final results. Okay, so here is the second look with just mascara on. Nice gradient brown smoky eye. And for a little bit more volume here, they are with the Eco Lashes by Ardell. Honestly, a monochromatic brown smoky eye is always a favorite for me, so I love look number 2. Let's go ahead and move on to the third one. Back for look number 3, I took look number 1 off, but the mascara is still on, and I did go ahead and used some more primer from Rare Beauty. So let's go ahead and start. For the crease of my eye, I'm going to use a mixture of Alter and Eagle, and I'm going to back and forth blend it. I'm using the reference number 15 brush and just blending. I'm going in with the color Forever and blending it on the outer half of the crease of my eye a little bit more, and I'm just blending it into that crease shade. And I'm using the reference number 1 brush for this. Now with the color Inked, which is the darker side of that shade, I'm going to deepen up the outer corner area of my eye. And I'm just patting it on the outer corner with my reference number 1 brush. A little bit more of the lighter blue right underneath the brow here. With a reference number 28, which is a small flat brush, I'm going to grab the color Alter, which is the lightest nude shade. And I'm going to start packing it on the eyelid and blending it back halfway through. And I basically just want a smooth transition between the nude and the blue. I grabbed my reference number 26 brush, which is nice and small and pointed, and the darkest side of Inked, and I'm going to darken up this outer corner a little bit more. And I just want this part to be the darkest it can be with that shade. Ooh, yeah, I like this. Okay, let me clean up my under eye. For my waterline, I'm going to use the Midnight eyeliner from Makeup Geek, which by the way, Makeup Geek is closing and everything is 40% off. I was really not expecting the news, especially because I just started trying their products again and now they're like closing down. Anyways, I'm going to use this in my waterline. Okay, so this is the top of the eye plus my waterline eyeliner. Let me be right back with my makeup done and I'll finish this up. Back with the color inked on the tip of my reference number 26, and I'm starting from the outer corner of the eye and blending it forward a bit. I'm not going to go all the way, just kind of halfway, just how we did on top. And then with my reference number 14 and the color Alter, I'm going to smoke it out. Just diffuse it all underneath the eye. So this is look number 3 right here with mascara on. I do still need to put mascara on my bottom lashes, but when I am back, I will be back with some falsies and mascara fully applied to show you the final result. I'm back with mascara and lashes on. These right here are my favorite velour lashes in this style, Flawless. And I actually have a discount code with velour now. You can use code Patty20, and I believe right now you can get 40% off with that code. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. A huge savings as per the last email I received. And by the way, this look kind of came out of nowhere. I absolutely love it. And it's so simple. It was so simple to do and it just looks so nice. Plus that Makeup Geek eyeliner, just chef's kiss with this eye look. Okay, so since I'm doing a 5 looks 1 palette video, I guess I have to use the color Heartthrob, which it's kind of not my favorite from this palette. I really don't love it too much, but here we go. I'm going to start with Alter Ego mixed together as my transition color. I'm using my reference number 15 and blending it on the crease. A little bit more, and I'm just back and forth doing windshield wiper motions. And with my reference number 1, I got the color Heart now, and I'm going to start putting it on the inner corner of the eye, tapping it on the innermost corner and dragging it into the crease, blending any edges into our transition color. A little bit more of that color Heart, and I'm going to start patting it on the outermost corner of the eye, and again just blend it into the crease with the tip of the brush. Alrighty, doing little circles right here. And I'm going to darken things up with the color Throb on the same brush. And I'm just going to pat it on the outer corner, blend it in. And with whatever's left on my brush, I'm darkening up the inner corner as well. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Nice halo eye with a gradient crease. And I want to put a shimmer on the center of the eyelid. So let me see what I come up with. I grabbed my Pat McGrath Mothership number 5 palette, and I'm going to use the shade VR Fire Opal right in the center. I wanted something nice and contrasting. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, this is a reference number 21 brush. Tapping it all over the center of the eyelid from side to side so that it mixes with the matte shades. Now I like the matte colors, I just don't like them on their own, but they make a nice contrast to a shade like this one, so I feel like this fixed it, and I like it much better this way. This is the top of look number 4. Let me do some face makeup and I'll be right back to finish it up. Okay, back with makeup on, and I'm using a little pencil brush and the eyeliner in the color Decibel from Lethal Cosmetics just to darken out the outer lash line right here. And I also put that eyeliner right in the waterline. I'm grabbing a little bit more Throb with my pointed number 26 brush and blending it on the outer third of my under eye and just mixing it with the top. Same brush and the color Heart, and I'm going to go all the way in with this one to the tear duct area, just back and forth. Alter and Ego mixed together on a reference number 14 to diffuse the under eye area. And back with my Pat McGrath palette, the same color I have on the center of the eyelid, I'm putting in the inner corner right here. And you can use any shimmer you like. It doesn't have to be this one, but I do love the way that this came out. Let me go ahead and put on some mascara and some lashes, and I'll be right back to show you the final look number 4. I'm not going to show you with just mascara because I can't put mascara on my lashes because they're kind of stuck together from taking look number 2 off, but let me just be right back. Back with my favorite velour lashes and bottom mascara. This right here is the final 4th look. Super excited for this one once I added a little bit of sparkle, and I got to use the red tone that the palette has, which I definitely didn't want to leave out of this video. Let's get started with the 5th and last look. Okay, so to begin the 5th look, I have some eyeliner from yesterday on my bottom lashes. So I'm going to begin by using this NYX eyeliner in my waterline because it's bothering me. And I'm going to be doing a purple look, so I want to switch the eyeliner. I definitely don't want it to look light blue in there. Alright, so I went ahead and did that, and that is much better. I already primed my eyes, and I'm going to begin the 5th look with the color Anti. I'm going to be doing a rather simple, just gradient purple sort of a look. And so with my reference number 15, I'm just tapping that color Anti all over the crease of my eye, starting from the outer side of the crease and slowly bringing it in. And I'm doing patting motions all throughout my crease. With the tip of my reference number 15, I'm going to just blend upwards in case there's any edges created by that purple into my brow bone. With a reference number 1 and a mixture of Anti and Dote, I'm going to darken up the outer corner of the eye, and I'm once again tapping the color in place, and then with the tip of my brush I'm doing little circles to blend that color into the lighter shade of purple from the outer corner and moving inwards while doing little circles. Back with the same brush, and this time I just grabbed Dote, so the darkest part of the purple, to deepen things up even more. And if you need to go back and do little circles with the tip of your brush. Back with my reference 15, nothing added. I'm just making sure things look nice and blended because I want to have a nice gradient effect all over. I have a little bit of concealer on this flat brush, and I'm just going to cut the inner part of the crease right here. And I'm being careful not to take it too far in. See, I did it on this side already, and I just want it to match. And I'm just going to pat that in with a denser concealer brush. I'm grabbing a flat brush. This is my reference number 2 and the color Alter, and I'm just going to tap that color in the center of my eye. And with my reference number 1, I am mixing it with the purple hues on the outer corner a little better. With my reference number 26, I grabbed a light champagne shimmer. This one is from a face highlighter, the Alamar Cosmetics La Costa highlighter to be specific, and I'm just going to do a little shimmer on the inner corner here and blend it in. Third of the way through my eyelid, mix it in with the color Alter. So just like this, we have a nice gradient purple nude type of an eye look. I'm going to do my face makeup, and I'll be right back to finish up look number 5. Back with my face makeup on, and I am going to use the color Dote on a reference number 26 brush and swipe it back and forth, starting on the outer corner of my under eye and bringing it inwards ever so slightly. Make sure you connect it back here as always. And then with the tip of my reference number 14 and the color Anti, which is the lighter version of the purple, we are going to smoke it out back and forth. Small fluffy brush. Okay, so check it out right here. This is the 5th and last look. I sort of felt like I had to do an all purple look. I absolutely love this. Let me go ahead and put on some mascara, and I'll be right back to show you what that looks like. Back with mascara on, I did a terrible job applying it, got it all over my eye, but here we are. So this is the final 5th look. I'm not going to do any lashes or anything because I actually have some meetings to jump into, so I don't want to be uncomfortable, and I feel like lashes more or less you can always feel on. So yeah, I just layered mascara like crazy, and this right here is the final 5th look. Okay, so while we are here, a few of you told me that you wanted to see how to use this palette to like contour and blush with and whatnot, so I guess I'll try it for that as well. I just have a big fluffy brush. This is a Wayne #1, and I'm going to go into like this mixture and get a little bit more of the outer part of the mixture of the color Alter and Eagle, and I'm going to contour with that. Again, back and forth, and then a little bit more on the outer part. And that is what I'm using as my contour. I'm going around my forehead with that mixture as well. And jawline. Okay, so it's nice and subtle. It's not too dark, so I'm not sure how it would work on darker complexions than mine. I'm going to go into the color Made back here, which is like a darker brown. I mixed it with a little bit of the colors on top because I don't want it to like all of the sudden be too harsh, and I'm going to see if I can deepen up some of what I'm doing a little bit. Yeah, that looks a little better, so I just mixed it with a little bit of the color Made. And with my blush brush, which is my Refer #5, I'm going to go into the pink and a little bit of the light purple here. And more pink, light purple, a little bit of a mixture. I'm going to try it here, make sure it's not too purple. And that is going to be my blush color. I wanted to mix in a little bit of purple because I didn't want it to be too contrasting with my eyeshadow. I think this works. Same thing over here. My Westman Atelier lip balm in Nana because I'm obsessed. And La Costa highlighter, which is the highlighter I use for the inner corner of this eye look on the top of my cheekbones. And this right here is the final look, so you can see how I used the Hindash palette for some bronzer and blush. I'm kind of happy I mixed the blush with the purple a little bit because it looks a lot better than when I was swatching it on its own. That pink shade, I feel like it would have been a little bit too contrasting, so loving the way this looks. Okay, I switched my lens. This is the one that I usually record from far away with, and I am here to tell you my final thoughts on the Hindash palette. I have to say, it is a pretty palette. I actually really did enjoy creating the looks that I created for this video, but I still don't think it's a must-have, and it is a $70 palette. I feel like you can get very similar quality to the quality of these eyeshadows for a lot less money, so I don't know, I don't feel like it should have this much of a luxury price tag, if that makes sense. I feel like if it was a $50 palette or a $55 even palette, I would be all over it, but 70 seems like a little bit of a stretch for me. However, I did really enjoy using it. If you're someone who loves matte eyeshadows, I feel like you're going to be all over a palette like this one because you have a really nice variety of shades. And as you saw in today's video, you can even use it to contour and blush. I actually really love the shades of contour, bronzing, blush that I got from mixing the colors together. So still a little undecided about it. I think it's just a little bit expensive for what it is, but it is, however, a really beautiful palette. Okay, so that is it for me today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed the looks. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye!